Today we're going to start with adding decimals. If I have the number one way to show this is with, they call them discs in your book, but dots. So I have 3/10 and 2/10. Well, how many total discs or dots do I have in this section? 5. So 3/10 plus 2/10 equals 5/10. What if I have something like this? I may need some larger boxes here. I got my friend popping up at the bottom, don't I? There. How's that? Okay, what if I have this number though? I have 14/10 plus 9/10. So on your place value chart right now, or on your desk, wherever you have it, I want you to show me how many tenths that would be inside of there using dots, or discs as they call them. Once you have that, I'm going to have you click in your answer. Okay, so first I have 14 dots. I'm going to add 9 more to that. How many total dots do I have? 23. Okay, so that would equal 23/10. But we know that you can't have more than how many in one place? Okay, good, because remember 10's a magic number, so you can only have 9. And then once you get that one more 10, it goes to the next place. So let's look at this. If I were to count this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's one row of 10. What could I do with those 10? Okay, what could I do with those? What do you think?
Move them to the hundreds.
Well, if I have 10, are they going to get bigger or smaller? Bigger. So if I have too many in this column, where do they go? They go to the ones. So I have 10 here. That means I end up, how many circles do I have so far? How many circles do I have so far? 1. So instead of having 10 dots in the 10th place, I'm going to just do 1. Can I count to 10 again, you think? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have another group of 10. So where is it going to go? It's going to go to the ones. And now I have, how many ones do I have? Two. How many dots do I have left over? 3 dots left over. So my real answer could also be 2 and 3/10. Right? So basically, when you see something like this, you would just say 14 plus 9 is 23. And it's tenths, so how many numbers are behind a decimal when you have the tenths place? When you have the tenths place, how many numbers do you have behind decimal? One. So it'd be 2 and 3/10. Did I get the same answer both times? Okay. Let's try this one. I wonder how you would solve that. What do you think? There's 2 numbers up there. What do you think?
What I did is when you wrote 2000, I put 2000 in the 1000 space, and then the 9 in the 1 space, and then I added 5 to the 2, so it gave me 9 and 7 thousandths.
So yours looks kind of like this. You have 2 thousandths. And then 9 ones and 5 thousandths. Anyone have any other ideas of what you might want to do?
I think it's like 9 and 0, 9 and 7 thousandths.
But how would you solve it? Any other ideas of what you might do? Can anyone think of any other ways that they might do it? Solve it? You can use dots, okay?
You can just add the 5 and 2 and just put it first, and just put the 7 at the end, and then add the 2 zeros.
So you maybe might want to, what am I doing? Revealing. There we go. No, that's not what I want. Let me try this right here. Yay, it worked. So you mean this could actually look like a math problem, kind of like what my friend number 9 just said, where you just add the numbers straight down. So 5 plus 2 is 7. 0 plus 0. 0 plus 0. 9 plus nothing. Don't forget to put the decimal. And that's how that would look. So it'd be like 9 and 7 thousandths. Do you guys see how invaluable your place value charts are with this kind of math? Use them all the time, every chance you can. Just not while I'm talking like some of you are, because you will get lost and confused. and then you get practice. So if I have a number that looks like this, think about how we just did that previous problem. How would I know what to do with that number? How do I know what to do? Here, why don't you come show me on the board what you would do?
You probably add these two together to get her answer. Probably.
Okay. So you want me to move this down for you?
Yeah. Probably. So then probably like that.
Okay, how did you know to put the decimal where you did?
Because 11 is over 9 and 10 is the magic number.
Perfect. And your last number is in the hundredths place, so you would have two numbers behind a decimal. Good job. So let's say all of this went away, and we don't have that. Well, you guys know how to add, don't you? I hope so, boy. I sure hope so. If you don't know how to add, I'm just going to turn gray right here, probably. I have to be dyeing my hair again because I will be white hair by the time I leave this place. So if I have this number, and I don't want to sit and make a place value chart, and I don't want to use a place value chart, what do you think I could do with those two numbers to make sure I add them correctly? Why don't you come up here and show me what that looks like? I'll give you a pretty blue color. There you go.
So you just not working.
You just have to hold your tongue just right when you do it. There you go, see?
And then after you do that, you just add the 8 and 3, and then that's going to be 11. And then you're going to bring that down. You're going to put the decimal and then 1.
Okay, so when you add a decimal, what do you think you need to always do with the decimal?
You have to put them in, they have to be all like together, like
They have to be all together in what formation? They have to be what?
they have to be lined up.
They have to be lined up. So let's try this. We'll see how well you guys are listening. I'm going to have you click in this answer. $57 3/100 plus 2 8/100. I'm going to have you click in. Okay, we have 57 3/100 plus 2 8/100. this confuses you. So if you're kind of freaking out because there's a decimal point there, you can do like what I just did and put a little space above to remind you that that's where the decimal goes. Erase the decimals in between, maybe, if that confuses you or upsets you to have that there. Sometimes it bothers us to have that. What's 8 plus 3? 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus nothing is 1. 7 plus 2 is 5 plus nothing. Where's the decimal? 2 places over. Okay, so if you're getting a little concerned that there's a decimal there and it's throwing you off, once you write the number, you put the decimal on top of each other, just erase it till you're done. Just don't forget to put it back in when you're done. I think we need to probably try another problem from the looks of it. Maybe try that number. Okay, so you take the two numbers, 36 and 25 hundredths plus 8 67 hundredths. My suggestion is anytime you have an empty space above or below a number, put this in the empty space. What do you think I can put in the empty spaces? A 0. If you automatically start doing that, then when we start subtracting, if you're automatically doing this, then you won't get confused when you start subtracting and having to borrow. It's best to just add a 0 anytime there's empty space. Okay, everybody, 7 plus 5 is?
12.
What do I do with my 1? Carry the 1. 6 plus 2 is?
8.
8 plus 1 is?
9.
Oh, you guys scared me there for a minute. 6 plus 8?
14.
What do I do with the 1?
Carry it.
3 plus 0 is?
4.
3 plus 0 is?
3.
3 plus 1 is?
4.
So your answer, am I done?
No.
What do I need to do? Bring down the decimal. 44 and 92 hundredths. Well, here's a interesting one here. We have a word problem. And here's our information. You can look at it. It's on problem set 9. It's number 3. So it says Van Cortlandt Park's walking trail is 1 200 kilometers longer than Marine Park. Central Park's walking trail is 242,000 kilometers longer than Van Cortlandt's. So your job is to find out how many kilometers long the walking trail is in Central Park and how many kilometers long the walking trail is in Van Cortlandt Park. So talk with your neighbors for a little bit and see how you think that you would solve this problem. So, one method we're going to learn about is called the tape method. We know that Marine Park is 1 28 kilometers. So this is Marine. And it says that Van Cortlandt Park is 1 200 kilometers longer than Marine Park. So if it's longer than Marine Park, that would mean that it also is this much, right? We know it's already that much, right? But how much more is in this one than the other one? How much longer is the trail? 1 200. And what trail is this one? This is a Van Cortlandt. And we know that Central is 242,000 kilometers longer than Van Cortlandt's. So if it's longer than Van Cortlandt's, wouldn't it also have these other two in here? Wouldn't it also have this? Right? It would, wouldn't it? So what's going to go in my last box? This makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? This is a method that they use in Engage New York, but I already know who they got this from. This is what Singapore math, this is what they use. This tape method is what they call it. It makes it a whole lot easier to visualize, doesn't it? So we automatically can look at this chart that we made, and we know that Van Cortlandt will be 1 2800 plus 1 200. 8 plus 2, everybody?
10.
Carry the 1. 2 plus 0 is 2, plus 1 is
3.
Bring down a decimal.
2.
Do we have to put the 0? Nope, we don't. So we know that these two added together equals 2 3/10, but now we have to add 242 thousandths to that. Whoops. And I'm putting it in the wrong place. What should I do above my 2? Everybody, above my 2. Wake up, people. Everybody, above my 2. One more time.
0.
Thank you. Okay, 2 plus 0 is 4 plus 0.
4.
3 plus 2.
5.
2 plus 0.
2.
Don't forget to bring down the decimal. So if you have not written in this written this in your book yet, take time to do so, please. Okay, your assignment. Which you're going to have quite a bit of time today to work on, which is good. So, lesson 9. Problem set. We already did several of these. So you're going to go through and circle these in your lesson 9. 1D11. Exit ticket. ET. AT phone home. And then we have homework. Now, if you circle the numbers on here or highlight them, make sure you actually do those problems. Okay? Last time I had several people that just kind of circled them and then. Homework is 1D14. Guys, if you just look at the top, it says lesson 9 homework at the very top of your page. That should take care of it for you. And that's all you have to do. So you have plenty of time right now. You might be able to get it all done. Once you're finished, I'm going to have you go ahead and hand it in to the basket